Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Tim Hart, branch manager of VanDyk Mortgage here in Fort Myers, Florida. Welcome to an episode of the Heartbeat Show for Realtors with my friend, known her for a while, Yoselyn Hollow, the broker at Realty Team in Cape Coral. Yoselyn, how you doing?
And Fort Myers.
Oh, and Fort Myers. Yes, I apologize.
Don't forget, 2 locations in Fort Myers.
Two, not just Fort Myers, and 2 locations in Fort Myers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, for downtown Fort Myers, right, with the Knox team, and then you have off of Daniels.
Yes, off of Plantation and Daniels, right in that corner.
Taking over the world, you are.
Taking Lee County by storm.
Well, you know, side note, congratulations on your success. You know, you and Michael and your team, Lorena, and all you guys do a great job. So, well-deserved. Hats off to you.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Yoselyn, you're here today for a reason.
Let's do it.
We are here to talk about the one character trait you think every top producing agent should have, right? So this is going to be people that are watching this. Maybe you're brand new in the business and you want that secret trait that Yoselyn's going to give you, or you've been in it for a while and you just can't, get over that hump. So Yoselyn, we'll just get right to it. What is that character trait?
I truly believe that the one trait that every top producer and every agent, quite honestly, needs to have is the mindset and the mentality of being coachable. And coachable, obviously, that transcends into so many different characteristics. Being somebody who is learning-based, somebody who is trainable, somebody who is wanting and needing that growth. And it all begins with basically opening yourself up and being vulnerable to the accountability and the coachability that comes along with it.
So your number one character trait then is just to be coachable.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about some of the people, or not people, but you don't have to name names, but like some of the examples you've seen, like someone that, maybe has been in the business for a long time and wasn't getting over that hump, and then, fought, right? Like, hey, we want you to do this, this, and this. And then finally, they finally did it. Is that what happens?
Yes. So oftentimes, there's a big difference between being a coach and being a trainer. And both come with obviously fundamentals and characteristics themselves. But a trainer is somebody who trains somebody to do something, obviously, right? That's the definition holds true in the name. A coach is basically somebody who isn't going to necessarily train you on something that you don't know. It's somebody who is constantly reminding you of the things that you already know you should be doing. And more importantly than that, the aspect of accountability. So, as far as my office is concerned, the agents that we have the opportunity and the privilege of coaching and developing, it really just boils down to, are they willing to get back to the basics? Are they willing to endure some of the discomfort and some of the unknowns or some of the, circumstances of the real estate market, as an example, and push through them and not necessarily learn new techniques or new tips, but more importantly, just do the things consistently enough that they know they should be doing all along. As an agent progresses in their business, usually one of the biggest things that they do is they stop learning, they stop growing, they stop really doing anything that causes them to think or to challenge the way that they do business. Having a coach keeps them consistent in their day-to-day activities. It keeps them consistent with a positive mindset, and it keeps them in more of a curiosity mode, which is phenomenal. Just like a child, when they're first learning to explore, they're curious about everything, asking questions, absorbing everything. That's a coachable agent. That's an agent that is learning based. That's somebody who looks at their business and says there's always opportunities for them to grow and develop. And I've seen that with the agents that we coach. I've seen agents that have doubled, tripled, and quadrupled their business by engaging in the coaching that we offer here at the office.
Right. So like what would be, let's go over a couple of the, if you don't mind, the sticking points, the main ones you see for agents that, because you coach a lot of your agents, right?
So I coach, collectively, Michael and I, we coach 80 agents in the office.
80.
80. So approximately half of the office is coached. In addition to that, I have had the privilege of working with several broker owners from the New York and New Jersey area that consult with me, and I coach with them, as well as, I personally coach. I have 2 business coaches that hold me accountable. So, I not only, I don't only just project it and talk about it. I live it and I experience it.
Right.
As a coach.
Yeah. So then what are some of the main hangups that you would find? It's kind of a common theme, like with the agents, like, they're scared to prospect, or they're scared to know. Is it self-confidence? Like, what do you find are the main problems?
I think the main problems is that, but there's so many new shiny objects coming, and hitting us in every direction, right? I mean,
Right.
it's overwhelming. And oftentimes what happens is that we inherently move towards that shiny object and we forget the things that are tried and true. I believe that we should divide our business into the tried and true and then the streamlined or the shiny object. Unfortunately, most agents take the path of least resistance and they move the majority of their business into the streamlined, which is the internet-based leads, which are basically the things that offer very little rejection, so to speak. Not a lot of effort from
Hard conversion too.
Absolutely, most definitely. I mean, each one of them comes up with their own different set of guidelines, right? That they have to take into consideration, and obviously conversion is one of them. But I tend to really concentrate on the tried and true, the things that were effective 50 years ago that will remain effective 50 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
And really just concentrate on that core. I'm not saying to remove the streamline or the shiny object, but I'm just saying just be cautious about how much emphasis you put into the streamline versus the tried and true. So I believe in a nice balance, but I believe that 2/3 of an agent's business should be tried and true, and 1/3, the remaining third, should be the streamline economy or the shiny object syndrome.
Yeah, and man, that's a great point about the shiny objects, because I always say, like, I'm in the mortgage business, and like our businesses overlap so much with prospecting and what we're all supposed to do, relationships, etc. And man, it is so easy for people, like, oh, I got the newest way to post this, and it's automated this and does that. And in reality, when you break it down, the majority of your business comes from what? Your face-to-face relationships, right? The phone calls, hey, happy birthday, or whatever it may be, that the face-to-face stuff. And you should be doing the other things too, right? The posts and what we're doing here, videos and things. But man, we lose sight of the face-to-face.
Right. And that is so significant because we're in a business of such fast pace that think about the last time that somebody actually hand wrote a note card or a letter to you. How meaningful that was. We're so quick to pick up our cell phones and shoot a text message or an email or a Facebook message or whatever the case may be, that we lose sight of the fact that, those meaningful touches, again, usually we don't see them. They're so few and far in between. So then when we do get them, we're a lot, we're moved by it a lot more than just somebody sending a text message. So to me, it could be a game changer,
Well, it's funny. It's like you mentioned I was looking for the card. I can't find it right now. It's somewhere in here. But like my coach had sent me a handwritten little card. I'm like, oh my God. And you never get these things. And we get the same reactions from mail, not to get off track here on marketing, but like, when you mail something now, if you're listening to this, think about when you get something in the mail, it's not a bill, right? And it's handwritten or whatever, a card or anything. We get all excited about it. Like you used to get excited about, oh, I got an email. Now, like, no one cares about your email anymore. Now you get a little letter. You think it's the greatest thing ever.
Absolutely. And you share it with people like, oh my God, look what I just got, right? And it's silly to think that, but we are in a relationship business.
Right.
And there's one thing that is constant, and that's change, right? It's going to happen regardless of whether we want it to or not. And now more than ever, especially with technology fueling it, it's moving at such rapid speed. But relevancy, that's the key. Relevancy. And one of the things that I really push the agents is, how are you going to remain relevant? And if you establish those relationships with those customers, with your, your power base, your client base, your sphere of influence, whatever the case may be, you remain relevant regardless of the shiny object that they are being faced with day to day.
Yeah, and you guys, especially, all industries out there, like technology is creeping into your business, and we could get pushed out, and if you don't keep providing, like you said, the value and the relevancy and all that, like you're going to get replaced. So you agree with that?
Absolutely, most definitely. And that's why I said, technology has really made a change in every industry, not just real estate, but it's one of those things that we have to embrace. We have to accept it. We have to embrace it, but let's take it and then let's add an additional layer to it. And the relevancy, the picking up the phone, the calling, the taking the couple minutes to write a handwritten note, the Popeyes, the face-to-face, the belly-to-belly, those things that are now taken for granted because technology makes it so easy for us to stay in touch with them. Let's add another layer. Let's do all of those things because they all have value, but let's take it a notch or two. Let's up the ante a little bit, and let's not forget that they're human, and we by nature are very social beasts. We're social beings, so we need that relationship.
Mm-hmm. Awesome stuff. Okay, you got any other advice for him? You gave him Coachable, and we went down a little bit of marketing path and all that stuff. You killed it. First, before we even get into any more advice, can you show this cup that you've been? Can we get a look at this? Look at that big old
girl boss right here. It's my favorite. It was given to me by one of the agents, so I love it, and it's front and center on my desk, and yeah. So if she's watching, you know who you are.
That's cool. Cool mug. So, do you got anything else? Because that was good stuff. So, being coachable, you got any other, a quick secondary character trait you want to throw in there? Or we didn't run with coachable?
I think coachable. Because I think that that's probably the most important. It's one of the things where I think as an industry, we think that it is, we make it a lot more difficult than it really truly is. I mean, it's not rocket science. It's not brain surgery. It's actually very basic, and it's all about building upon those relationships. So as long as you're open, as long as you're learning based, as long as you're willing to accept and listen and embrace and understand the different ways of being coached and developed, then I think you're going to have a really, really good and productive career at this. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Amen. Amen. Well, you killed it. Thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
So, Yoselyn, how can anyone out there connect with you?
Multiple ways. I'm on social media. Joining the team. Yep. Joiningtheteam.com. Yoselyn Hollow. 239-443-1055 is my direct number.
Hey, shout out to you. Thanks again for being with us. Appreciate you, all your agents, and all the stuff you guys are doing. So that's Yoselyn Hollow, Remax Realty Team. She's the broker. Appreciate you guys listening. If you need something from me, let me know. I'm happy to help you. Call me anytime, 239-437-4278. Real quick, self-employed borrowers. Yeah, you got someone out there that cannot finance a home with their tax returns because they write it all off. We have a bank statement program, 12 months business bank statements. And we can use that for income. They can go from not qualifying to qualifying, or from a $100,000 loan to a $700,000 loan. Okay. So, self-employed borrower, hook us up. Let us help them out. Again, thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks, Giles. I appreciate you.
Pleasure. My pleasure. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.